Let me get ready. Ava, Nakia Harris, Renee Jackson, Avis Hopkins, Nicholas J. Gaddis, Vicente Dave, good morning. Cassandra Scott, good morning. Let me get this stuff out this morning for some people who like us and some who don't. I ain't going. What it do? Keep supporting from Philly. What it do? Tapping in from the safe spot. Love mama, grand rising to you. I can put our little beef on the side with the little my little operas on that side, little mama, y'all little crew, cause there's some other things going on. Simple Sammy 3, what it do, Sarah P. Marcia A. Tarver, good morning. Georgia boy, top of the morning. Doomis, and I mean Darnell, the only Doomis that's cool with 18 right now. And by the way, the only Doomis went to like Deborah O'Neill, what it do? Yeah, for the first time, 18 ain't in nothing this starting this Monday off. Yeah, I get to sit back and I'm, because I had a wicked 420. RJ Cap, what it do? I talked all that junk. I was at home in the bed by 5:15. I had threw up everything. B. Marie, what it do? Oh, explain what I'm back in the shed. I'm in the shed. What up, Woodrow? Woody Wood. My good brother, Woodrow. That's why you top notch, baby. You're top notch. You always keep it 1,000 while. Only real one I done met in this politic game. Only one. Debbie Clark, what it do? Marcus Fielder, what's up, good brother? Jed, all right with me. I ain't got no beef with Jed. That's why I get to sit back, good brother Marcus. Jed ain't did nothing. Jed came and did his job. I watched Jed's show this morning after I was recovering from 420. T from the D, what it do? Oh no, I just I be finding them, but a lot of them come with the when you buy this, you know what I'm saying? They add different ones, and I just like to just because I'm back in the tube shit. I don't know what's going on. Tasha Lynn, what it do, Mr. Thomas Moaning? I don't know what's going on, but I knew I was gonna be here for this today. It was content already made. I mean, man. Oh yeah, y'all get condolences to the Pope. The Pope didn't make it. Lord Reck, what it do? Will Socrates, good morning. Jed all right with me. Jed ain't did nothing wrong. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Javier Ellis, good morning. You know what I'm saying? Jed ain't did nothing wrong. Jed was summoned over here. People wanted Jed over here. Let's go to the back. Look, the ones who didn't, it is what it is. But Jed was summoned here. Jed was doing his thing over there in Dalton. He wasn't thinking about this. Jed wasn't thinking about this. Jed is all right with me. Jed is all right with me. Jed ain't did nothing. Is there a council meeting today? It's something. If you want to call it a council meeting, I'm going to call it a get together of political people downtown. But Dennis, listen, I don't care what nobody say. Dennis, you all right with me? But I'm telling y'all, 420 was this one right here. Let me know I cannot hang with no young people. I cannot hang with them. I thought about it. I understand why they calling me Unc now. I am a true uncle. I am at the level I'm an uncle. You know what I'm saying? These kids be having all of who was that? Ain't mine. Seriously. Don't come in here starting nothing. I'm just telling you, don't. I don't know about hold on, because this is about to fall out time. I'm just kidding. We back, family. It was a little disturbance going on. Asaya Aquil, a.k.a. Mama Aquil, unapologetic. Good morning. Like I'm telling you, man, these youngest boy, they whatever they got in their stuff is real.
Baby, what your name is?
I did a brownie yesterday, because I ain't gonna lie. I was at all
You
of
ate the
this one.
whole brownie.
And you know what, man? I was in bed by 5 o'clock. I threw up
bet
so
you.
much. I
You
threw up
threw
so
up.
heck, man. Listen, listen. Let me tell you something. I threw up. My sister thought I was supposed to come back. I was like, I'll be right back. Man, I got outside. I was sweating. I sat in front of the house for about 10 minutes. I was like, yeah, I'm finna make it to the crib. Went down the street, opened up the door, threw all that up on the street.
Damn, Vicky.
Then closed the door, sat there for a minute, was like, let the windows down. I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm going to make it. And then got to the crib and laid down for about 5 minutes, man. My mouth was just didn't drink no liquor. Let me tell you something, didn't have no liquor. Man, whatever that stuff is, I am straight. You know what? They ain't got to worry about me doing brownies, no gummies, none of that. I'm all out of that game.
Did you go to the store that had the little Easter bunny out
Man,
there
I
with
went
the
up
weed
there
on
and partied,
Pearson
man.
Road?
That's why I got all the free stuff at. That's why they give me all the free stuff at. I'm
What
up
free
in there.
stuff you get?
Edibles. They was like, Unc. I'm like, man, I'm up here being called Unc up in there because a lot of young people up in there. They was like, Unc. So I'm sitting up here like, damn, I am Unc up here and stuff. I'm like, man, and next thing I know, I went to my sister's by 4, someone right. Got to sweating. I was just like, up, this the end. this is the end. Took out by some brownies and slept by 5. I slept from 5:15 all the way. After I threw up in there, I'm talking about threw up, man, my God. I think that was probably about a 5. That bag weighed 5 pounds. And when I tell you I don't remember nothing else, I was up at about 4:30 this morning. Like, I couldn't believe. That's when I was like, yeah. You know, I talked to my cousins. I said, yeah, cuz we old now, man. He was like, yeah, man, we can't do that. I'm up here drinking Gatorade and water. Like, I was on a night out and drinking.
Oh, Mickey, well, at least you enjoyed yourself. What you can
Did
remember?
I?
Well, what you can
I was
remember,
back
it
home
sound
at
like it was.
5.
But you had fun before 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I did. I did. I showed, listen, I thought I could hang. But then I had to think, I was like, man, I like the old stuff, how they used to do it back in the day. Give me the old stuff. They like OG, not all this stuff that about 3 different strains to make one.
No, y'all like that and all that
all
type
that,
of
but
stuff.
man, my them youngest, I called myself trying to hang with them, and they had me back at home at 5, counting my life like, I'm done with this. I'm straight. It's all over. This is big. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, do you mix dark and liquor? I mean, do you mix dark liquor and white liquor together? That's what I was like. Damn, man, they be having all this stuff and this different just to get
Freak
one.
said Mexican weed. Oh, Mickey.
I see why Mark Hutchinson facts. But some of these youngers was looking older than me. But I'm saying what they can take. And let me make this clear. The women tolerance is higher than the men's. I was seeing them knock down them little brown. I called myself, I can handle that. Took that little brown. I'm sitting down there. I'm knocking down a brownie. I ate this gummy. Oh, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't kick in till I got to my. It was like when I was sitting up there with them talking, I was like, it didn't kick in.
Like go Power Rangers.
Then when it got to kicking in, I was making hard life decisions and stuff. I went live. It was like, I deleted about 3 lives.
Are you serious?
Yes. I was like, this ain't serious. I'm down there. I'm about to mess up the Easter get together, but I was back at home. I was like, yeah, they set me up yesterday. Went up there and partied with them. And it was a quick one. Like, man, listen, it got to the point, but when I tell you, I got home, man, I was like, listen, like, listen, I'm straight. I made it to the gym this morning. I don't know how. Miss D, good morning. Y'all smash that like button. Sister Renee in the building. I'm telling you, Tiffany Antoinette, good morning. But it kicked in. It was like when it kicked in. I'm telling you, it kicked in like, and I mean these was brown. These was the edibles that down there took me out. I'm like, never again. I'm gonna stick to what I know. Like I can't put all that mix all that stuff together. Didn't have no liquor. They was getting ready to start drinking. By then I was sweating, mouth all watery. I'm like, man, let me get up out of here before I just paint this whole basement. I was finna throw up all in my sister crib. I'm like, you know, you don't want people to see you. I'm trying to tip out. Yeah, I'll be back. Man, I was sweating, pulled my shirt off. If the people down the street seen me.
Mick, you was in bad shape.
Dude, when I tell you I sweated out my shirt, like I was
over
like,
one brownie? How
mean,
big was the brownie?
I ate multiple things they gave away free yesterday.
You wasn't supposed to eat them all at the same day.
They would try this. You know how they be. You going by the taste.
But you don't mean you have to try it, Mickey.
I know. But I was over there with the little youngest. I'm over there. I can handle that.
Oh, you thought you was a YN yesterday.
Yes, I did.
Found out you was an OG, huh?
An old goat. Go home. That's why I was like, you know what? All the stuff that they taking, they had the Kool-Aid. I knocked down a Kool-Aid. Listen.
You drank a Kool-Aid to chase down the brownie, Mickey. Are you crazy?
I know I am. That's when I told me and my cousin was on the phone this morning. He said, nah, cuz, we the uncles now, man. I said, right. I found that out. We are the uncles. I said, never again. Like how they be doing that show saying never, never, never.
That's right, Georgia boy. He got a whole body high.
Man, and still feel like it's on me. Still feel like it's on me. I done drunk a coffee this morning trying to shake this. I'm like, nah, this stuff, my cousin. Nah, cuz it's in your bloodstream. You know that the medibles is rough. I said, I know now. I know now. I had coffee, water, and Gatorade this morning. A hell of a combination.
That's a lot. Well,
Eleanor Wicker, but I didn't. But I did get. Hey, listen, I did see content though. I'm getting to it. The hell with it. I'm getting. Listen, I got it sent to me because I was up because I went to sleep so early.
Got up. Me too.
I've been up at 4:30.
Mick, how come every time I take a nap on Sunday, and you know this always happens when I take a nap on Sunday and I wake up, some shit done went down.
Because I would have loved to see it from the beginning because I like to see the comments. I don't get to see none of the comments. You know, YouTube take them off. I was depressed. I was like, but when I say that damn near the last 10 to 12 minutes of that show, I'll tell you this, baby. I'm glad it ain't 8:10.
Yeah, we gonna get blamed for it.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
How the hell I was sick yesterday?
It don't matter.
Crystal,
they gonna blame you for
Lumi,
being
my
sick.
brother, what it do?
If you wasn't sick,
Ashley, this
wouldn't have happened. Good morning,
Terry
everybody.
Nixon. It was 4:20. I was a little depressed in the beginning because I said this was the first 4:20 I ever had. Because I'm going to tell you something, I'm going to speak on it again. Sweet Cupcake on break, good morning.
Morning.
James Cochran, what it do? I'm a John Campbell.
Lanita, I'm glad you came.
I'm talking about, let me tell you what it was. But yesterday, I did it so quick it was out. That's how quick it was. I partied so hard for 3 hours and was shut down. Threw up, did everything that you supposed to do and went to bed and was up at 4:30. Raphael Bird, good morning, my good brother. Georgia boy, I learned my lesson. I'm not dealing with them youngins no more. They ain't got to worry about old Mick. Mick will be, I'm gonna be at the 40 and up table. I will not do that again. I called myself trying to party with them. I'm gonna tell y'all where I was at Vehicle City. I want to tell on the corporates.
Oh, did you see what's the Stoner gang? Was he out there?
I think he was there.
You can't remember Mickey.
I can't. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Oh my God!
It was when I tell you, because usually, like I was saying, because I got new one. What it do? Shooting a blank T. What's up? My 740 from the Valley. Nah, because I was on the south side though all year. I was supposed to go over the homies' cribs, but I didn't make it. I got to my sister and had to go back home. When that stuff kicked in. When it kicked in, and I mean it came like a rush, I was sitting up on the live. I cut the live off and said, oh, nah. It's all over. It's all over. I was like, it's all over. Coretta Hodge, good morning. I knew then but when I was knocking them down, I was like, this ain't nothing. I was over there talking class. I was like, thought I was really, they laughing at me. And then when I got, like I said, I did a live before I went in my sisters or whatever. I did a little talking because I was mad. I was like, I wasn't smelling no barbecue because I was like, this ain't like my grandma and them when we grew up. When you see your uncles out there barbecuing, they had them. I ain't smelled none of that, but I was smelling hella dank. When I was riding down them streets, it wasn't. You can tell it was love was in the air.
Well, it was 420.
And it was in the air, but I ain't smell no barbecue.
I
No
don't
dressing.
know anybody that
Man,
barbecue
Beecher
yesterday.
did me wrong yesterday.
You didn't smell no barbecue in Beecher?
Nah, did nobody cook. I was like, damn, man, they left me here with y'all. These is the ones that's left here, man. All the ones gone. They made sure we had to get together. It was about, man, you on your own. That's what I was told. So I got live and when it said the book, they ain't cook out there. I was upset. I could always go run out to my cousin's stuff and go get some and come back. Then nobody cooked, so but I'll tell you this. I didn't get to eat for Thanksgiving. Like I said Thanksgiving. Tell you, I'm still jammed up.
See?
Easter. But I'm telling you, man, that was like, I feel like I got a hangover.
You might too, Mickey.
Man.
A weed over.
That's what it is. It let me know. Stay in my lane. It said stay in my lane. So I'm in my lane from here on out. Y'all can have all that extra stuff you want. I'm telling you, all that. You don't even have to hit it. The inhale, they weed. Huh? You can smell it and catch a buzz.
Oh, that's
how strong that
weed.
Man, you don't have to hit it. You can walk in there and will catch it. I was like, they seemed like everybody pulled out their strong one to show what they had yesterday. But it's cool. It is what it is. I made it. I survived another 420. But this one let me know I'm going to deal with the elders. I'm going to just stay in my lane. And I'm telling y'all, from that 20 to about 35, leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? They haven't maxed out their bodies yet. They still pushing limits.
How high can we get?
Did one person tell me, man, I blow about 20 of them. What if you got to smoke that many blunts? It's not good. That's the type of the stuff I was telling them yesterday. I was like, man, that's not fire if you got to do all that. Oh, you don't know what you doing. And I don't. I knew back in the day, if you got to blow 20 of them, you know, because I don't know how high can you get. El the Golden Child, good morning. Hey, it's new. That ain't the regular stuff I grew up with. I like how they told me this ain't back then, Unc. They had every answer for my question. I was like, you're right.
Look at what IB said. The YNs and YGs in my family had about 4 or 5 burning at one time.
I seen that last night and was like, what are y'all proving? Like
they just keep passing.
Yeah, I was
and
like,
here come another one.
Like you don't even know which one got you there.
I ain't got too old for that.
Yeah, and then I'm like I said, then I was at the stop. They was, man, everybody, every table you went to, hey, try this. They wanted you to try this. I was like, man, I'm telling you.
They had a kind that was with the water gurgling in that thing.
Oh, that one dude be doing that. He OG. He got to be a triple OG. Be down there like he losing a lung. He be, be called. I was like, I don't want nothing like that. I'm going to tell you, I ain't need nothing like that. It made me, I was like, I'm done. That's what I was saying. Yes, I'm done. I think I'm out this
Smokey,
game.
you got too high.
I said, I'm done. I told him I was done.
Just Blaze said, not the water gurgling. Yeah, you seen that thing where they had the water, what they call him, a bomb?
The bong,
whatever you call it, with all that water in
there. Man, they had all that going yesterday.
That's too much.
I was at that display. I was like, damn. You don't know, like, what, you know, listen, I have learned my lesson. I'm going to stay in my age group. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. Like, you know what? I'm straight. Like, some stuff you just can't, it ain't meant for you to do. It ain't meant for me to do it.
Come on, hit that like button, y'all, as everybody come in here.
So we can get to this
Let's get to our 200.
Yeah, let's come on, man.
So
y'all
we can get started.
Yeah, y'all know.
Because we know y'all is ready.
Sure.
We ready, too, because we need y'all to help us out with what happened yesterday, this weekend.
I watched it this morning. That's all I can tell.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I just caught the end of it last night.
I didn't catch. I caught it from I didn't get to see the comments and stuff.
I was watching Too Short because all I heard was, bitch.
Hey, that's what I said. I was like, but this what I took from it though. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Now we getting down to the nitty gritty because we need y'all over here to look at this. Come on, let's get it up. Get us past 80. Come on. Get us up there. Get us up there. Because this what was funny. Do you know the young people, man, they into politics now? Yeah. I didn't know they watched this. When I was over there, I told you
the streets had us.
I didn't listen.
They just don't comment.
Yeah, I was, and some of them like, they was talking to me. I said, "You into politics?" Because when I was at my sister's crib too, because I asked the ones, I said, "Man, y'all into politics?" Now these were some of the OGs that was like, "Yeah, we into politics," and they told me, they said, "Man, Neely gonna mess y'all up." And so I said, "Oh yeah, they watching." I didn't know they was watching. And they said, "Man, but I'm like, damn, everybody in it." You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, man, I didn't know that many people was tapping in.
To 18.
Yeah, I didn't know they was tapping in like that. I was like, damn, and I had people subscribing too. I made everybody up in there subscribe.
That's good. Well, shouts out to A10 News Media Group and the greatest producer in the world. Around here, we call them Spacely Sprockets, but today we're just going to call him How High Mick.
I'm planet surfing. That's why I'm in the garage.
Look like you're in a boiler room or something.
I am.
You made it to the bottom, man.
I'm rethinking my life.
Man.
Renee said when she had her cancer, the doctor told her about medical dispensary and told her, she asked for said it was, she referred to as reefer, and they said flower. And that's what, Renee? I'm talking about this stuff they got now.
That's why you should smoke shake.
Yeah, that is even powerful. I'm telling you, they had some stuff up there. I'm talking about yesterday. You was high. I'm talking about you could walk in. You know how you go to Vehicle City, like when you got to go through the door then before you even get in. That shit was out there.
Wow.
Like when you open it up, when you went to go in, because remember when you first go in, you still got to go through the middle and then go to the other door. No.
Right.
When you open that first door, that shit was out there.
Could you even see in there? I bet it was packed.
Miss Beverly Biggs, good morning, Salty
Chef.
It was packed. Look, you had to. Listen. I don't know why I be having such good luck though, because when I was pulling in, they had to park over there at McDonald's.
Damn.
That was on Genesee to walk back because both parking lots. When I was pulling in, a car was coming out, and I was able to get right there.
Wow.
That's how packed it was.
Was they outside there too?
On both sides.
Damn.
They was getting. That's what I'm telling you. When you open that first door, came in, you could catch it then. I was like, damn.
You should have went live out there.
I should have, but when I went over there,
I forgot, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Because when you got in this, hey, try this right here. I was like, what? They was like, that ain't nothing. Come on with that.
Come on, y'all. We almost at 200. Yeah. I surprised y'all this morning. I'm on time.
You wasn't on time, but I was like...
it was only 2 minutes late.
Eddie Gray, good morning. But I'm telling you. Tell Erica we said good morning back. Yeah, Deborah Luna, that social club. When I think like that brownie, I think that brownie was like this, though, Winters. It was one like, I think I knocked
You're supposed to only eat a chunk of that, like a bite.
But I was nibbling off that thing, because like I said, after I did the show, being Zeke was up in the morning doing, I was just on there talking. Because this is what I do want to say. These centers that they putting these homeless people in, let me tell you how wicked they is. Because I was out at 6 in the morning. They putting them people out as early in the morning. Yeah. Brick Baby crib over that way.
Yeah.
Man, it was cold as shit Saturday morning.
In the wintertime.
That's what my cousin, me and him just sitting out there. We was like, but I was on live. I'm like, because they was walking by us. Mm-hmm. Before I went to the gym, they was walking by us. I'm like, damn. I'm like, it's cold. Man, him sitting in the car with the car on, it was cold at 6 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
My good brother Ballard and tapped in, Donnell Meredith, good morning. I'm like,
Good morning, everybody. Hey, Miss Gladys.
And I'm like, man, Miss Gladys in the building. Miss Gladys, good morning. I'm like, man, they letting these people out like this.
Miss Gladys said you should have got high off of Jesus yesterday.
I was up there with him. I was right there. I was in the clouds.
You fool.
I was up there floating, though. I started making hard life decisions yesterday.
I hope you didn't make too many.
No, I was talking to myself when I was doing it. Like, why?
Was you talking
I
to
was like,
yourself?
what am I trying to prove? That's what I said. Like but it didn't. I was like, but when I was at, I was like, this ain't nothing. I was talking so much crazy junk up there, going through. Man, let me see that. Y'all, this ain't nothing. Man, when I got to my sister's house, when I tell you, because I was outside, because I did it live for about 30 minutes, because I was saying how I got did. But when I got there, baby, about an hour there, it kicked in. And that's when I knew I messed up. At that moment, I knew I messed up. I knew I messed up. I was like, and I'm talking about, man, I got in there, and I was like, you know how you trying to sneak out? Because I thought I was finna throw all up in her basement. I was like, she ain't gonna never let me come back over. And, people was coming in. I didn't want to look bad. So I was like, yeah, I'll be back. I'm sweating. When I tell you, I down that street maybe 7 houses from her.
You shouldn't have did that. You should have went to church.
Man, I was finna come up there to yours.
Well,
But I stayed
how
because
come?
I ended up at Vehicle City Church, and when I got in
Vehicle
there,
City Church, really?
yeah, it was church there.
Wasn't.
It was getting you to the clouds. It was getting you there. And I'm telling you, and I found you right, Maria. I found out. Good morning, cuz I found out
Right.
that I am young.
Right.
I mean, I'm not young. I am in the stage like we used to talk junk to my uncles and them, and I would be like, you ain't had this in your day. But they didn't. Just like in my time, that stuff that they got, terrible. How high these kids got to be.
Well, speaking of high, let me get a little music for this weather for the week, man, because what is that you playing? I don't like it. Well,
I
anyway,
get it together.
right now, what is it right now? Hold on. Right now it's 54 degrees.
It
And they
is.
just played a commercial. Yeah, it feels like 50. But today we got a high of 67.
Oh my God.
Wind southwest to 20 to 30 miles per hour. But I want y'all to listen to me. In case we forget to do it the rest of the week, well, we have to stay in the crib, martial law, something comes down. Let me give you this weather report for the rest of the week here in Flint. Today's 67.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow, 63.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, 72.
Oh yes.
Thursday, 82. Friday, 74. Mick, what I'm trying to say.
I don't know what you're trying to say. It's finna be wicked. Maybe we need martial law. People can be in the crib. Let me stack up on my stuff.
82
Oh
on
yeah.
Thursday, 72 to 82.
Hey, yeah, it's gonna be dangerous out here. But I don't know how they pulling their little wars off with the shit they got in their systems. I don't know how they can even
That's
be.
why they're not hitting nothing. They don't know what they can't focus in.
Yeah, because my cousin crib got shot up.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Was it the wrong crib? Like
Yep.
it was, yep. Wrong crib.
Shot the house up, but this is what it was. He slept through it.
He slept through his own house getting shot up. Y'all was high.
No, he don't do nothing.
He did something.
No, he said he just went to sleep. He didn't know. He was
in a deep sleep, not
he
to
was
hear your
out.
own damn house get shot up.
Yeah, he said no. What he said was he said he thought it was like 2 little rocks. He's like he thought something hit. He was like he didn't pay no attention.
Got up and seen them slugs in
Not
the wall.
even no. Got up, got the mail because it came through his living room window. He was like when he was getting the mail. He was like, he was like, damn. He said he seen 2 holes, you know what I'm saying? Then he said when he went in the crib, guess where the bullets were sitting at?
Where?
In the living room.
Damn.
Then he had a flat tire on his truck. He take the tire to go get it fixed. Guess what they pull out the tire?
Another one.
Bullets. Damn. He was like, he didn't know they hit the truck and everything. He been so heated.
I bet he was. But I bet he glad he slept through it.
Yeah, because he would have probably it would have been some other windows been busted around there because he's
A
real
shootout.
ignorant. Like, and bust their windows out. But real, yeah. He was just like, man, hit the wrong crib. And it had happened like maybe down the street, but that's the craziness though.
That is.
Yeah.
Well, Mick, we got so much stuff going on here in this little city.
The
Just
streets is on
a
fire.
little dot on the map called Flint, Michigan.
Is it?
A little dot. Just a little dot on the map called Flint, Michigan. So today, Jedi,
Jedidiah. Put some
I,
respect on
the
that
old
man,
people be
man.
calling him everything. Jedi, what's that boy name that's here from Chicago? Jedi. So Jedidiah, Mr. Jedidiah Brown is supposed to be down at City Hall today. Like I said, I hope it's open. You know, they'll make up a holiday. It's Easter Monday for some kids. They don't have school. They be making up stuff to let them kids stay at home. And so he's supposed to be down there today. He need 100 people from Flint, Michigan to come sign up to have a meeting with the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
And so when the mayor don't get back with y'all, he's supposed to, I don't know, go to Plan B, whatever that is. I don't know his plans. I'm not a part of that.
No, he don't need
team.
it. No,
I,
let him.
I, I,
His worker.
I didn't
Yeah.
even ask to be. Let me stay out of that. So I just know that he wants some citizens to come down there, some residents of the city of Flint, to back him up today, and come down there and just get involved. I mean, we ask for help. We want people to come and help us, but then we don't do anything to get behind people. And then sometimes we do too much. So it's been talk ever since Jed has hit the streets of Flint. That right there lets me know that they don't want him here. And secondly, like why they don't want him here? Like is it something he gonna uncover?
I'm going back to Jordan Sheraton book. Remember, they didn't want Jordan Sheraton here.
Yeah.
I'm just telling
Yeah.
you, you gotta
Yeah, they
be
don't want us here.
Yeah, they don't want nobody here that's gonna interfere. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like yesterday when I was watching it this morning. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was up about 4:30. Because I slept good. Like I said, I was coma sleep probably about 5:30. I didn't even hear when the kids came back. I didn't hear nothing. And I got up, it was around about 4:30. But when I did watch that, it just, because then I went on Facebook. I was feeling like I was Mills Lane. Lovely one, good morning. You right, Nell. You right, Maria.
Right.
Because
They don't want
change, and it's money.
Money. Everybody know.
Yeah, it's money. That's why when I was saying, I was like, okay, I feel like this was man, when I tell you this though, man, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be honest, because I was seeing people comment on that post that you put in your group.
Mickey,
Huh?
I didn't know that post went off like that.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know why you didn't think
listen,
it was.
when I turned on the live, right, because somebody sent me the live, and I turned it on, I was like, oh, where's this post at? I ain't even know it was in my own damn group. Y'all better join Flint Politics Reboot, because he's going down in the reboot. It's going down.
Carol, I'm with you with that. With Carol, this is what Carol said. Let me put this up here. Carol
I can
said,
see.
Okay.
Got my ear to the ground. Folks for Jed, folks against Jed. As long as he is for Flint residents, I'm good. If that changes, I can too.
And that's what's so crazy. Now, this what I found, like, because when I looked at that post, I noticed, I'm like, and then I'm looking at, and I looked at the other post when I seen somebody was making, they going on at 11 a day. They want to go on. And then I started looking. I was like, I hear always saying, like, for views and likes. A lot of this stuff is for views and likes.
But then
And it's a
how much
distraction.
money do you get paid?
Yeah,
Over Facebook.
Yeah, but it's a distraction though to even want to be doing that. Because I'm
That's all
telling
it
you,
is a distraction.
they didn't want no help. They didn't want Michael Moore to do no help when Michael Moore was here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you, if you go look at it, it do look like. That's why I say go back to Jordan Sheraton book We the Poison when they say they had bought off our activists.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible. You cannot say we in 11 years. Like when I and this was cold. For they gave that man Jedidiah wrong information. See, ain't nobody looking at it, and it's so sad how two pastors is getting caught up in this.
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Sad, but people want to call out Jedidiah.
That's why I told you.
But you don't
and
never
heard
call
me
out.
tell him, work by yourself. Work by yourself, man.
Right.
Move by yourself, work by yourself, because you're going to be getting it. Like, we get it. We hear and we know how they do.
That,
You'll get a text, I'll get a text.
yeah.
Oh, so-and-so in jail. So-and-so just got shot. So-and-so just got beat up. And they want you to put out that fake news
Right.
to try and destroy your credibility.
Right.
Because once your credibility is gone, people going to take that and it's going to be
And
hard
that,
for them to trust you again.
look, I'm looking what Michelle Miller said. I've read Jordan Sheraton book 3 times. All I can say is Flint filled with a bunch of snakes.
You're right, Michelle.
Facts. And I'm loving what Angie said. Good morning, Maxter.
What's up, Maxter?
She said, good morning. If Flint gets cleaned up, that means no more funding.
I say it all the time. Right. They don't want us to be able to sustain ourselves, because that will stop the flow of money. Just like I said, the man at that meeting said Flint automatically gets millions of dollars in federal funding just because of the shape, that condition that the city is in.
Right. And Mark Hudson, you a fact on this. He said, more surprising than the pushback on Jed is that fact that activists are not lined up to support Beverly Biggs.
And that's
that did the work. Yeah.
Mark
be on point a lot of times. 99.9%.
People are, it's like this always happens right before the damn election. Listen, we need to focus on this election, May 6th. Right. Everybody all over here, all up in the air, they trying to just dirty up Miss Biggs' name as much as they can. Meanwhile, Neely just keep moving his candidate around, ribbon cutting, press conferences. I mean, he just moving her around and around and around, taking her everywhere he go. Okay, and then you got what's his name? BC, Before Christ. He over there trying to act like, you know, he got all the answers to everything, and he been going to city council meetings for 122 years. Still ain't fixed shit. You done ran for stuff before, AC. Quit trying to fool these people. You done ran for stuff before. You didn't win then. Hell, Quincy beat you.
And this was sad about this. The people that's pushing for AC wasn't even pushing for AC then. They forget AC. How did we get AC dumbass? How did you even get, like, when I see this stuff that's going on?
He was given that nickname.
Yeah. He was given that nickname. All the stuff they said, but now he's the right person for the seat.
He's the right person for
and when you see it, and it just goes to, man, I'm telling you. But for how Jed getting misinformation, that is cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
But
cold-blooded to give out, like you said, they didn't try to call us with it. I just be like, okay, I don't even pay no attention to it, because it's like, why would you even try to push out some disinformation?
To try and discredit you.
Yeah,
Once they'll be like, oh, Jed just come here lying. He just putting out misinformation, blah, 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 blah. But I asked him the question. The other day, and then I clipped it and I put it in Reboot. Like, you know, instead of keeping the shit just stirring, ask the damn man. I asked him flat out, who gave you this information? Who told you this about Pastor Thompson? And he said it right there on his live. He was like, I was given this information. Matter of fact, can you pull it up if I send it to you? I'm going to send it to you so we can hear it in Jed's own words, what he said. I'll talk for a minute while I find it. Talk to the people for a minute while I find it.
I am. I'm just telling you, like, that disinformation, man, these people would try to discredit you. I understand what he was saying, like, you know, it was rough, but anytime somebody gonna keep, like, you can't just poke me and think you can't poke the bear. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing back. This is what's crazy about this. But it's one common denominator. I'm telling you, the book of Reverend
put
Charles.
It up.
No, I was reading with Woodrow. He ain't talking. I thought he heard Jed saying he's not revealing it. No, Jed did say he wasn't revealing his sources.
Yeah, but he also explained who he didn't say names, but he's telling you a group of people.
And it's one common denominator that's cool with all the people.
Oh, it's a bunch of people that's cool with
no, but it's one that's playing. There's one to talk to both. There's one to talk to both of them. She talked to both of them. And when a person say, I'm not in it, that's when you know they in it. No, you know what, Renee? You'll get discouraged, but don't get discouraged by the ones that you see. I believe Jed can come in and see what Jed doing. You think this mayor wouldn't be frustrated? All the other ones ain't nobody took him down. Jed then came in showing people a different way. Go down there with 100 people. Like he said, he brought 30 to 40 people here. He had his own. How many people can bring? Only other people I seen that could fill up council was Eric Mays. When his people came to support him.
Hey, we did a pretty good damn job when we asked for 200 people to come over to the county building that time. I beg your pardon.
Well, go ahead. This is what I was just, I don't.
And thank you to everybody again that showed up at the basket giveaway, the Easter basket giveaway for the kids. It was nice to see a lot of kids with smiles on their faces, even though we know that that's not the meaning of Easter. But, if you put a smile on a young person's face, that did it for me. Also, shouts out to Jon Snow and Flint After Dark. I had fun on the interview I did with him Friday night. He asked some good questions. And if you guys missed it, go on YouTube.
And I will be sending an invoice to you and him.
Snow, he just popped on here too. So shut up.
And we'll be sending the invoice because you've been getting, you
hey,
really think you're running something over
this.
But
you know what?
I don't
if
know
you send the invoice
money.
to him, he been doing some hell of promoting, though. He been doing a hell of a promotion for 18. Because, I come from 18. So when they see my face, they see 18.
Sit your country ass down somewhere, that invoice will be coming in. Point blank.
I ain't got to pay for it.
Don't worry about it.
I ain't worried about it at all.
I know you won't get another one like that.
But back to the clip.
Who told you the BS about
this is Jed when we asked him
about
that
question
that
came
you
from
this information about Pastor
told
Thompson.
BS.
Let me pause it. I just paused and I'll go ahead and set your play up.
Okay, so this is Jed. I asked a question in his chat when he went live. I believe this was the live from Friday, maybe. I think it was Friday, and I asked him Friday or Saturday. It may have been Saturday when I said, who told you this information about Pastor Thompson? You can go ahead and play it.
All right, let me mute us. Play that.
It's about Pastor Thompson in the first place. Good question. That came from, now I don't ever give our sources. That was a tip given to us by some community members. And what's interesting about it is that these are males and they're street people that are connected to, and they know that advocate that got a problem with me for no other reason than he just like that. I'm here that Pastor Thompson is very active. Yes, he does. Who told you the BS about Pastor Thompson in the first place? Good question.
Let me unmute you. There you go. You unmuted, Winters.
Okay, so you heard what he said. It was some information that was given to him by I think he said some males that was connected to a certain advocate that doesn't like him for some unknown reason. Distractions.
But that's the point that I was saying. That it's people who know who the individual is. That's what is sad about this. Because anyone they know him. They could easily say how long. That's do your background check on that. They let him put that out there. That's what I'm saying was cold blooded.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying?
They knew it was a lie when they told him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying there's other people who knew. They could have said something about it like, nah, I wouldn't do that.
We talked about it on the Snow Show. He was like, "What you think about that?" I said, "Man, just looking at Pastor Thompson, he ain't never picked up a box of baking soda and turned on no pot."
And he said allegedly, but that's what's cold blooded. That somebody from here
put that out about him.
That know,
right.
And like they said, the activists know this person who said it. He should have been like, "Nah, man, we ain't gonna put that out. Don't let that get out there, man. Don't say that. That ain't right." You know what I'm saying? But this is what happens when you come up here.
Trying to fix Flint, baby. When I tell you they doing everything they can to get Jed out of Flint, Michigan.
So it is.
Everything they can to get Jed out of Flint, Michigan. It makes no sense.
Uncle Carl, what it do?
It's like, will Flint ever get fixed? Because I'm not going to be sitting here for no 3 and 4 years talking about the same damn thing, and we can't get 50
Who
people to
was
continuously
man?
come down to city
I was.
council
I'm
and take
already.
care of their stuff.
I was.
This is
After I
pathetic.
saw that, I was like, really, I'm tired of talking about Flint City Council. To be honest with you,
Now, who isn't at this point?
I'm dead serious. I'm sick of it. I ain't had this much of a headache and met so many snakes in my life until I came down here recording Flint City Council. To be honest with you, I haven't had this much. I even got to like, I listen, man. When I was sitting up there at that, I see why people don't come to council. I see why people don't trust politicians. Cause you know what they were saying. I was hearing from the dispensary, man. They full of shit, and a lot of them watch us. That's what's crazy. They sit up there and watch us. The ones we be thinking be good, people be looking at listen, man. I'm telling you, and I heard. I can't think. What's up, Anna?
You heard what?
No, I was saying honestly, okay, conversation based on no action. What are we doing here? What conversation you was talking about, Anna? Mark Hudson said, hey, Mick, Jed must be got something right if they don't want. Yeah, Jed got something, man. You actually gonna see some stuff being done. Okay, she said, I haven't been following Flint politics long. Can someone tell me what Art has done for the residents lately? Maybe I'm missing something. I'm telling you like this, man. People is losing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't no clear plan. You see when somebody want to come in and help, it's a problem. I'm telling you, it's a problem. I mean, like they gonna attack you, but I'm gonna be honest. Fuck it, I'm gonna just be real. I ain't biting my tongue, and I do believe this. The councilwoman talked to both parties. When I did, somebody sent me something when she was saying like,
Now, don't be sitting up here apologizing to her ass.
no, I'm not finna apologize. I'm being honest. Talk to both parties. A lot of this madness, man, go down. Like she could have even told Jed, I'll probably go back and do that information because he depending on a lot of people here. Like he did, I did get that. He depending on the people here. But when you got people from here got you giving you out misinformation, that's crazy. That's totally crazy. And they supposed to be on the side of justice. That's crazy. Why even put out some disinformation like that? And people be wondering why people be falling out. Man, I Woodrow, he might be.
Why somebody just text me that? Why we get referred to as the Minister Society podcast? That line ass trick driver over there, that's the moderator on our show, talking about the information came from us. It did not come from us. Drive your damn truck.
He not from here,
and
man.
Keep the hell going. Ain't never stepped. You couldn't even survive in Flint.
He not even from here, man.
I'm so sick of that Negro.
But he said, we put it out there, but he from here. But you know who he getting this information from? The councilwoman. Let's just be honest. Allegedly. Let me put that out there.
Allegedly, my ass. I got a screenshot where he said it.
Yeah, but that's coming. They got to defend her. Let's just be honest.
Sick of his ass. Like
I'm telling you.
I don't even know why they even mess with this man. Because
they messy.
He is fucking annoying.
They messy. He butthurt.
Hell.
He butthurt. Anytime a person can run over there, butthurt. That's what I'm saying. Jed got the person right there that can give him the lowdown on Flint. She know running around. She know the layers to this stuff here.
But it's like the men keep up more shit than the women.
But it be a woman
and
right there.
And women gossip, but it's men. And shit is being carried by men.
But don't you know she could have easily told Jed, listen, hey, hold up on that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Could have made a phone call. Don't you know she could have? But I'm not saying if she didn't or not. I don't know. Oh, we talking about the Jed coming here trying to do some helping and the study running into, you know what I'm saying, the problems that he running in. When it's like it ain't no unity. It was never no unity.
They won't let him focus on this election. My God, we got election May 6th and we chasing fairy tales and lies.
Yeah.
Let this man do what he come to do. Nobody has asked anybody from A10 to work with any damn body.
Right.
First of all, let's get that straight. We are very fine over here with just the 2-3 of us, and with Trevor down in Florida. That makes 3. We fine. If you left, you left. You got fired. Whatever the case may be, we just fine over here with the 3 of us. We ain't asked nobody to come back. Nobody. We moving along. I'm just saying, for the record. I'm just saying, because I don't want to work with nobody. I don't work with, it don't matter. But the question is that everybody needs to ask themselves, because it's like they moving like children with this unnecessary bullshit that's causing distractions.
Facts.
May 6th is an election. If people really want change, that's what they will be talking about, the election. And not all of this, oh, you said this about me. You said, who gives a fuck? Do y'all need a hug? Damn.
I mean, that's how it be seeming to me. Like, the goal supposed to be the water. No, Anna, this the thing, though. I get it. Everybody might like who they like, but you wondering why we can't. Right, Gabby, people forget that right there. But see, this is what I'm saying. Right, he came on and said, give Leon a chance. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody, we just look at that. It can't be if people trying to come here and get some help, it can't be every time it's a problem. It's a problem. I'm gonna go do this and that. Why you think it's so much bickering?
And that's
Ronnie Thomas
thing.
would it do?
Like, residents are tired. We got a lot of positive feedback the other night by just talking about the Flint After Dark and the A10 situation. Like, people are tired of hearing about the beefs, the bickering, the ops. Man, forget that shit. It's tiresome. It just drags you down. Nobody cares, to be honest.
No, it's petty beef.
Nobody cares.
It's petty bickering, but this how bickering can turn into something. Because you will keep, because people might look at it and say, Jed was a little rough. I didn't think he was rough at the end. I feel like when you keep poking somebody and you keep taking shots at somebody, and I seen some Tony in your group when he put in, was it at a church? They was line stepping there.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that was for Pastor Martin. I seen he did that because look at Pastor Martin. Look how he got in the mixed of it.
You know what? Let me send you that too, in case people haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it. But
Marsha Green, good morning.
So we can post that right up on the screen, because we're about to talk about that in just a second.
And you're right, Angie. The citizens of Flint need to stop clicking and start working together. That's exactly what they need to do. But you can't until you get these distractors out the way. That's the problem with Flint. When help do come.
Woodrow, see, he never gave him a chance. Shit. Leon, no. He ain't get no chance. The chance.
There you go.
Y'all just don't know.
This from what that say, Jerry? Oh,
so
yeah,
this is from Jerry shared this, but this right here, and this bold print was from the wonderful Bishop Chris Martin. He wrote this. This was his post, and then Jerry replied to it, which I'll just read. So Chris Martin said, "I must speak up. This is embarrassing and out of order on every level. For a Flint City Council member to orchestrate a line dance during a city council meeting is ridiculous. To bust people in from Chicago to disrespect our city government is a huge dereliction. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, okay.
The D word.
The D word, declaration or something of duty. So much important city business is going undone because 4 members of city council have less than a 50% attendance rate, which is a lie. The madness must stop. Flint residents deserve better. City council, do the business and stop the nonsense." So Jerry wrote what I thought was a very, very good ass response to him.
That one.
No, it's too long to say, and I'll just read what she said.
Go ahead, put it together.
So she said, Bishop Chris Martin. This is from Fifth Ward Council person, Councilwoman Jerry Winfrey Carter. She said, Bishop Chris Martin, let's be clear. Before making baseless, performative posts about what's happening at Flint City Council meetings, come to a meeting. and see for yourself. Because right now, you're out here loud and wrong. No council member orchestrated a line dance, and no council member busted in anyone from Chicago. Jedidiah Brown and the residents of Dalton, Illinois came on their own to speak truth about unethical behavior and abuse of power, something that Flint residents experience far too often. If you're looking for something to be embarrassed about, let's start with your own church member, Councilwoman Liddell Lewis. She voted to give her own nonprofit organization, the Cyrus Park Neighborhood Association, $75,000 in ARPA funds. That is a direct conflict of interest, completely unethical, and blatant violation of the city charter. She attempted to physically fight two men during a council meeting, causing a complete disruption and violating the decorum expected of an elected official. That behavior was totally inappropriate and unacceptable. She has repeatedly weaponized the police against residents, having people removed from council chambers simply because they voiced concerns or disagreed with her. That's an abuse of power. She disrespected and cussed out a fellow clergyman, Pastor Thompson, shit, and
More than once.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's hear something about that.
He not.
Whose church is right down the street from your house of worship, Cathedral of Faith, not once but twice, making a complete fool of herself and embarrassing the office she holds, and not to mention embarrassing you as her pastor. She falsely accused a fellow council member of calling her a monkey, a claim that was completely out of context and untrue. And yet, you defended her lie, helping to push a false narrative that attempted to paint another council member as a racist. That was reckless, divisive, and wrong. You should be embarrassed by that too.
A man of God.
And let's not forget, Councilwoman Lewis orchestrated that chaos and insurrection that happened during the council meeting on October the 14th, 2024, which endangered everyone in the council chamber. But you weren't embarrassed about that, were you? You want to talk about declaration of duty? Did I get something? You know what I'm trying to say.
You want it. Words are hard.
Words are hard. The Special Affairs Committee on April 14, 2025 was adjourned due to lack of quorum and because certain council members didn't want to hear from the residents. And while waiting for the city council meeting to begin, before and after attempting to call the meeting to order at 5:30 p.m. and going into a recess to establish a quorum, residents took a moment to lift their heavy mood and boost morale in the chamber by doing a line dance. Afterward, they took to the podium to voice their concerns, as is their right. Again, I want to point out that the line dance did not happen during the meeting. So let me say this again. Attend the council meeting before spreading misinformation. What's truly embarrassing is watching people who don't know the facts get on social media and play the part of a concerned citizen, all while turning a blind eye to the unethical, chaotic, and dangerous actions of someone they blindly defend. Don't get loud on lies, get informed.
And that's a pastor. That's that bishop. That's the man of God. Remember, this the same one said God talked to him and told him the Kansas City Chiefs was going to win. So you know he going astray. God not talking to him. God not even talking to him, but this the man of God, though. Unbelievable. Getting right in the mix. But it seemed like all the pastors, the ones who on the payroll allegedly,
Allegedly my ass. He had a $6,000 water bill when we was in office, and we used to call that the Martin Water Credit Discount.
But this would have so disheartened. Oh, for real? So he been getting deals from both administrations.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
I did hear him on the phone with AC when he said he got to respect whoever in that mayor seat. And I said, "Is the devil in?" I said, "If the devil be in there," AC hung that phone up. Remember that AC?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, but that's AC Bishop over there.
Yeah, but I can say, I know that conversation that they had, and I can tell it back. So how would I know that, Chris?
Listen, and then today is Monday, April 21st. They having a Flint community conversation on public safety, public policy, and public education at 5:30. And they also having a special council meeting. And I don't understand for the life of me why the chief keep going to these damn meetings and not coming to the council meetings down there in case the council people got questions about anything, like violence. Why don't you come talk to the people down there at the council
You think it's going to be a meeting today, a council meeting?
I don't know. But let me tell you who's supposed to be at this meeting. It's going to be held at the Mays Senior and Community Service Center, which I still believe in the future is going to be the Cathedral of Faith Fellowship Hall.
But hold up, how is it the Mays? Did the council do it?
No,
So it's still technically Hasselbrink Center.
that's why they put it on a piece of paper and taped it to the building. So the panelists that's going to be up there today at 5:30 is the mayor, the superintendent for the Flint Community Schools, Kevin Jones, some James Grady, director of the Michigan State Police, Chief Terrence Green, police chief of Flint Police Department, and Bishop Christopher Martin, senior pastor and Cathedral of Faith Church moderator. And it's sponsored by the Cathedral of Faith Church. Now,
wow.
when they had something for the first ward,
Wow.
they had it at Cathedral of Faith.
Facts.
Okay. But now that Cathedral of Faith is having something, they having it at the Mays Center. Make it make sense. Please make that make sense for me, because I don't understand these games that's being played. Meanwhile, I don't want y'all to forget we got an election on May 6th because nobody seems to want to talk about that. If y'all want change out there in the third ward, just one step of change, y'all better get on that phone. Every Flint is that big.
Facts.
Somebody knows somebody that's there in the third ward. You need to pick them up, take them, call them, get them out there to that poll on May 6th.
Get them
And
there.
get Miss Beverly Biggs. I can't get Miss Beverly Biggs through that primary. That's the only person I'm going
listen, and I'm going to be real with you. Because ain't neither side. I'm going to say it. Fuck it. I don't care how y'all like me. The side that's supporting AC ain't no good for Flint. And the side that's supporting LaShawn ain't no good for Flint. You're catching hell from both of them
And
sides.
Miss Biggs is fighting both of them.
Both of them sides. Fighting both of them sides. Hear me again. She's fighting the ones who's back in AC, and she's fighting the ones who's back in LaShawn. I don't care what they'll tell you. Them people will lie to you. I ain't never seen so much lying this much in my life from these people. But I was told they politicians.
Right. Politicians, right.
Yeah, this is what they is.
Activists, right.
Yeah, playing games. You can't, and some of the stuff he's saying, like I say, I was watching it. I didn't really try to dissect it all. Because when them bees started dropping, I was like, wowzers.
I didn't know what else to say, but too short say, bitch.
Yeah. When I saw on your mama, I was like, wow. I was like, okay, now we here. Then when he went to sample, he was like, show me your work. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I could bring 100 people here cross state lines. Get motivated. And then, you know what I'm saying? I could do this.
Right, Maria. Thank you, Maria Carter. Where is her background in politics? Where is her resume? She hasn't even done a debate. Nothing.
Hold up, let me see this right here, because it's your homie Tia. She said the ordinance does not need council approval to change the name on what was formerly known as Hasselbrink. Reading and comprehension is crucial. Wowzers.
Well, I didn't know that because I thought everything had to go through council for approval.
You know,
like
I
leases,
guess not.
name changes on city
I didn't
business.
know that. I didn't know that.
Maybe they changed the ordinance. I don't know.
I didn't know that.
Find out something new every day.
Yeah.
Riri said activists. What have they accomplished?
Nah, I'm saying, what really have the council people accomplished? This mayor getting everything he wants.
What is this? But 2 candidates must move forward. I'm only pushing 1. I'm not pushing no 2 damn people.
Nah, I'm not doing none of that.
I ain't about to sit
I'm
up
not
in here and
doing
say
none of that.
2 people nothing, B. Marie. I'm pushing Beverly
I'm not
Biggs
doing
through.
none of that.
Whoever else
I'm
make it,
just
they just
pushing
make
one.
it.
Cause I'm not gonna do none of that. Like I said, that's it. If she get in, I'll be down there recording. If she don't, I'll be out there here and there. I'm not even going through it. I'm being honest with you. I seen so much, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching right now. They doing damage control for Brother Leon out here. I see
damage
them.
control. You go and you watch podcasts. Now, like I'm saying, I don't have a problem with people watching different podcasts. Let me get that out here again, because I would never be that petty or anything. But you watch when they over there hyping their asses up, and then they jump back over here in the bump and like they against them or blah blah blah. But we see y'all fake asses.
I mean, I see a lot of
Y'all
people.
in here this morning.
I know. I see them every day. I just don't say nothing. I be laughing. I don't knock nobody, you know what I'm saying? I don't watch everybody's. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't watch everybody. I see when people be coming over here hollering at the people, then be popping up in the other ones. I watch it all. I see people they gonna defend who they like. And it just is what it is. I'm just like I say, I don't care. Like I've been watching a lot of stuff, but Woodrow did come back and admit his. Woodrow said if Liddell, it's out there now about Liddell not being here long enough, and they pushed that through and said it now. And I respect Woodrow for that. That's why I say Woodrow the real one, because people can see the people they support is full of shit and they'll still cover it up. But I respect Woodrow. Because when I was going back and forth on Miss Inez Brown and Woodrow got me, but you see Woodrow came back because now I made the end. Was it in your group?
I don't know, child.
But they're showing Liddell, her voter, what's the name, showed that she wasn't there, she wasn't supposed to do, and they pushed it through. But thank you to Inez Brown, the gift that keeps giving.
Maria. Maria.
You know you don't get abused over here, Woodrow. Allegedly. You the only one was supporting Baby Oil Boys, and that show is on the way, baby. I got a co-host. But it ain't gonna be Baby Oil Boys. We gonna change the name.
Woodrow said he get abused on all podcasts except the Snowman.
I said allegedly over here. Cause you didn't believe me when I told you Liddell Lewis. I was only one. That fight on the internet was just me. I was the only one fighting that fight. But what I will say, the brother did come on here and didn't say Liddell shouldn't be in that seat. If that's true.
And that's a fact, KD. She defends right. It doesn't matter who you like. Right is right, is wrong. But they be so quick to come over here and to call us out. But they be scared to call other people out. Let's see that same energy everywhere. Everywhere. Unapologetic. What she say? They cover it up because they're benefiting from it. If they weren't benefiting, they would just keep it like the rest of the residents. They would just feel like the rest of the residents upset. Right. Facts.
Yeah. Because I'm here and I see people now from the first ward. It's, you know what I'm saying? Each ward, they got their people who they saying doing the work. But it's first warders come on here every day to say the brother, you know what I'm saying? But you have one to come on here and say he is doing the work. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a gift and a curse. That's why I you know what I'm saying? Why I be
Karen, we appreciate you, Karen Malone. I ain't never seen no foolery that you done see.
Nah, I ain't talking about you.
And I'm like Snow. I wish they would cut the crap for real. Cut it. Quick falling for that smoke, mirror, banana, and the pill.
I don't. I'm saying for me now, Deb, you supposed to watch everybody because I watch CNN, I watch Fox,
watching and agreeing with them.
Yeah, no, I'm just
going
saying,
back and forth, keeping up shit is two different things.
Yeah. I'm just saying I don't watch. I will never tell nobody you can't watch this and that. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm just a little, you know.
And that's it. Book of Revelation. You got to rise above the infighting and stay focused on one's mission inspired by God. Because again, Neely is still moving his candidate around. AC is still sitting over somewhere in the corner with his legs crossed, unbothered, thinking that he just gonna just slide on the way through the primary. Why they out here dragging Miss Biggs' name in the mud? And it's so crazy because Liddell, somebody sent me the post that Liddell made. Liddell made a post and just happened. The only picture that she could find of Miss Beverly Biggs was the one that she was supposed to go on Tanya's show Saturday. That's the only picture she could find to put her up there next to Tanya. I said, if these ain't some damn messy ass people.
But you know why this stuff is so messy? Because this is all what some of these people do. They have been messy. Let's be honest. You see all this stuff that go on, man. Listen, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You don't post to put nothing, and I do say, I'm just saying, me, I'm the type of individual, I'm gonna be real with you. I'll call both of the individuals up. Me, if it was me handling the Jed and Art situation, I'd be real. I would have called them up like, hey man, you gotta go ahead and do this. Cause a lot of times, you know this, when a person would try to call, when I would try to call, I didn't agree with everything he was talking about. Like, nah. And that's what be wrong with people here. I think that's the problem. People always wanted, like, they want to be the control. The reason he run into a lot of problems because he want to try to control the narrative. You can't control nobody's shows or who they have on. You shouldn't be around these people. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch this go down. Now I'm gonna be honest. With the councilwoman, she didn't get no when she's like, Jed, no, you need to go. I'll give her that though. When Jed first came, I didn't ever hear her say, no, you shouldn't have this person on your show. You shouldn't do this. There's always only one person was trying to dictate who can be on everybody's shows. Or who you can't deal with. But what I did learn, when we fell out with people, was they not cool with them? Mm-hmm. That's why the gift Tia. And I'll give her Tia Austin. Let me give her flowers, the only one she gonna get. Because they was sitting up there running, talking to her, and all she did was soak up information.
You still high from yesterday?
Who?
You giving Tia Austin some
I said
flowers?
Just her
I didn't
flowers
think I was
on
gonna
this.
see that.
Nah,
okay, let me hear the rest of what you got to say.
I'm talking about how because remember, she had a hate. In my book, she still hate us. But you see how all of them was flocking, they was letting her come through there to talk about us?
Yeah, because it was what they wanted to hear.
Yeah.
But again, it's distractions. We have an election on May 6th. We have an election on May 6th.
I was going to say, Tanya, my bad. That tell you all you need to know, RJ Cash said, why did I throw a fit when John was in 810, but he has no problem with him donating the Tanya show? That should tell you everything you need to know. Said Art. Said when John donated, you see it up there.
But she don't talk to him.
Is you crazy? That's why I don't be wanting to hear that. Y'all let a person lie to y'all every day. Is you a fool? I'm going to tell you what my uncle would say. Is you a fool? You mean to tell me, son, ain't nobody going to talk, is you a fool?
Baby, what your name is? Baby, what's your name?
That's just like people, when you got the ambassador, I'm not a Neely girl, but you popping up at all Neely events.
Right.
But you're not a Neely girl. You see how people just want us to sit up here and act like this how these
they want our asses to be broke. These but they take the money.
This how these council people will play you. These how these
it
council
ain't just
people.
Council people. It's everybody.
I mean, even the activists will play you like that. Why you think? Don't you know it's too much fighting going on?
But they won't change though. They want Flint to be better. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta rise above them. Listen, let them motherfuckers fight. We gotta get this word out of here about this election on May 6th.
Right.
It's too much infighting. Let them have it. They gonna beef all damn week, going back and forth. Let them go live until their phones die. I don't care. May 6th, if you're not talking about this May 6th election that's coming, you don't want no change. In my opinion.
Because of what Jed did, it wouldn't have been him coming here to show support to Flint. It shouldn't have been never no problem. But did you notice the people who didn't show up? That would let me know, like, you can see a lot of stuff that, you know, AC, when is AC going to miss council?
I don't know. He been coming for 69 years, he said. He'd be 70 when this year. What's up, Jake?
Oh, Jacob fell in the building with a dude. I'm just saying, it just show you all the people that play the game. That's even like Jed getting disinformation out here, man. That's what is so sad. It is so sad, but don't nobody want to talk about that part. They gonna make a big thing. Oh, the pastor did this. I'm gonna say this. Should have never got in that. Pastor Trotter should have. He shouldn't even been in the mix of this. But when you do go say something at your church, these how pastors get in trouble. But this ain't nothing new we ain't seen. Because what was the pastor that was up there standing with, what's her name, with Liddell from the NAACP? And said Dennis used to call her a monkey. What's his name? Pastor Harris? Is that his name?
From the Concerned Pastor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pastor Harris. That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. Casey said, when the big fallout happened after y'all went to Jersey, remember I said, watch and see who is still cool with John after the first of the year. Now we are seeing, y'all pay attention. I'm just saying. Facts. Facts.
Y'all keep falling for that banana on the tailpipe. It got dead, man. I didn't see it. I didn't even see it. They was coming up. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right there. You can't be mad. But when they say it's doing work, and let me see this.
We
What
got
Tia
over
saying.
250 people.
Let me
I
see
know
what
we got
Tia.
over
Let
100
me answer
likes.
this question right here. Tia said, "Let me say this. Say the work is being done. However, maybe it's not the work that you want done. It takes time because there are years of neglect and all these
I agree.
wars. It is,
I agree.
but it's still people coming on here saying the work not being done. Maybe the work in your area might be getting done because this first ward is on here saying the work not being done. It's
It depends on what street you're on, because I
yeah,
was rolling through the first ward, and Russell Street looks a hot ass mess.
you,
If you going down towards
you think
Beecher,
Fleming Road by Bill Creek is any better?
Bell Creek,
Yeah.
really?
You think that is? I mean, the water terrible
I
because
didn't
my auntie
know.
stay on Fleming Road, like between Bell Creek. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. And that was one of the hottest cancer zones was over in the first ward by the Brownell. I'm just saying.
Well, this is the post that got Flint all up in the uproar yesterday on Flint Politics Reboot. If you're not a member, join. You can get in on, put your comments up in there too. So it came from somebody named Monica Israel. First of all, Jed and the rest of the INA team, everybody in Flint, for some reason, they use fake pages, okay? I ain't never heard of nobody named Monica Israel in my whole damn life. No, they just, and then they think you use a fake page because they use a fake page. But this is what Monica Israel wrote. I was excited about Jedidiah coming here to help Flint. But the first day he came back, he was already talking about leaving. He constantly threatened to leave. When anybody hear that shit all the time, how long will it take for an MF to say, take your ass the F on then? It's clear from day one he didn't want to be here in the first place. I'm just wondering why he's still here talking ish about Flint, but claiming to want to help you. Wear your feelings on your sleeves, Nig. We see you. Get the F out. You talked ish about the Pastor Thompson and the pastor you brought here out of spite, and that's where the backlash is coming from. I'm not a Christian and don't stand with none of them, but even I saw the motive behind why he did that. And it took off from there.
Yeah, but that once again, it's a distraction.
A distraction. Well, what you reading? Put it on the screen so we can engage with you.
No, I was getting my phone, clearing my phone out. I'm saying that was a distraction to even put that, with that post, wrote that up. That was crazy to me. Like, to each their own. You know what I'm saying? That's why, certain stuff I'm not pushing through because you can see the agenda that it is. If you saying let Jed do what he do, the others have tried it. Okay, you got here. Maybe somebody else need to take up the mantle. But like I say, man, all the food. I don't believe in none of them right now. I'm talking about in Flint because I watched everyone play their game. I watched everyone throw a rock and hide their hand. People keep forgetting. Remember, you was considered a political. Well, it wasn't that at first, but when it came out, it seemed rough. Then had to clean it up. We seen how this go down. We seen how these people that call yourself tearing you down, but when you talking about them politically, or you talking about the stuff that they did for it's just crazy, man. But you have people, give you an example, the truck driver.
This motherfucker again.
No, I'm just saying, who got him over there, moderator, doing this and that?
My councilwoman.
That's what I'm saying. Messy as he is, you done heard people come on here and say the stuff that he done allegedly. Because you know what I'm saying. I ain't seen nothing, but they condone that mess over there. They condone it. They condone it. That's when you see with people who have integrity and who don't have integrity. That's not integrity over there. Even when we was going through the stuff with Gina, what happened? Because integrity on this end. Didn't want to get in her and rich stuff. Much as I can't stand him, didn't want to get in their stuff. I'm just being honest. Even down with me when Tanya Art was going through their stuff.
Yeah, I remember
Even
that.
when they was going through their stuff.
You called me that day of that show.
Yeah, even when they was going through their stuff. I didn't put it out there because it come down to when you got integrity. If you gonna do this and that. I could have played the game, but every twist and turn, they tried to destroy us with lies. And then when you call them out, even this thing with Jed, yeah, you don't want to talk about it. Post, how can we get together? But how can you get together when these so-called people that's pushing for the city, they'll try to destroy anybody credibility for they can keep theirs up.
And they always sending somebody
Yeah,
that want to make peace. Man, get your fake ass on out of here.
yeah. You got people up in here, you would think it would be some support. Yeah, everybody has a background. They can't change. The focusing on the present. What are people doing today? Because they don't. They'll try to do anything that if they feel like you can steal their limelight. Because this is what this is. Because I don't need nobody to be doing something and not getting no money out of it that cause up this much ruckus.
Can you put up Miss Sherry, Auntie Sherry comment? She said, from my point of view, Jedidiah's movement is much needed to make a change in Flint. And it starts with getting Beverly Biggs Levy in the 3rd Ward seat. Once that happens, we'll see a change. And I think the other 4 of them is so focused on she gonna agree with the other 4. Give the lady a chance. She just wants to do what's best for her constituents. She is not gonna always agree with y'all. Y'all done divided yourself up.
Yeah.
The city divided y'all up. We didn't.
Uh-uh.
We seen the division come from City Hall when y'all went to court. And
Facts.
4 of y'all had Barry Wolf as an attorney.
Facts.
And the other 4 had some public defender. Y'all, they, the city the one showed us y'all was divided. We talk about it, but hell, they said let's divide them up.
And it ain't just started now. Let's go back. So I remember the brother sent me some, was it 2019? They was divided in. The Flint Journal had did. Remember all the activists was getting into it then with each other. They was getting into it then. I had the article sent to me. So when have they ever really been unified?
Never.
Because you had people that was for it was for Dr. Weaver, and you had people that was for Neely. So when have these people and then Neely get in and these people finna get together? When everybody was mad at each other? At one time, it's to me, these people got amnesia. They act like they forgot the BS that they did. And then when you try to give them a chance, what they do when they fall out with you? Try to air your business out.
If you don't agree with them politically,
they will try
to destroy you personally.
Facts. That's like a person take a picture on you on the plane or something, and then only want to put it out. See, this is right here to do a narrative. Like I say, these are some of the weakest COINTELPRO. Get y'all money back who paying these people. Even when Snow get caught up, I mean, and I hate it when he did, oh, you been paid. Who paying? Because we be hollering for money over here. So who paying? Is you going to say John paying and John never talked to him? That's what I'm saying, man. It be so much BS going down, man. That's why, like I say, Jed can have at it trying to sit up here. And like me, I would have been, once I catch you lying on something and y'all knew I was set up on some misinformation, I can never take information from you again.
Shit, that's all the Flint.
That's why I don't like to take information from them when they come.
Again, Riri. What's up, Riri?
Yeah.
She said that should be the focus. 3rd Ward seat. Do your talking at the polls. A house divided cannot stand. Look at Dalton and look at Flint. Those residents stuck it out.
Too many people, though. You got AC, you got Rich in that race. It should have just been LaShawn and let Miss Biggs ride it out. Should have been full support, should have been behind Miss Biggs.
But we never gonna get all on the same page. We see there's never gonna be unity. We get that. That's why you got to go to the polls and you must vote.
The people got to get up, though. But just going to vote, you got to vote for the right person. So that's the difference. People will get up and go vote. Look at Brother Leon. And look how the people mad right now. You got people who voted got an attitude about it now. They were saying, oh, if Carol was in there, if Rose got in there, Hasselbrink wouldn't have went through this. But you voted for who you voted for.
Right.
So you can't get mad about how the Hasselbrink thing went down. What is so sad that nobody from the Leon side will admit, regardless whether you like Miss Beverly Lewis or if you didn't like her, that what has become of the Hasselbrink, well, how they split that faction up is terrible. At the end of the day, it's still terrible how that went down. When you seen the people that, because I watched them meetings, when you seen the people say, we want to hear from our first ward council person. But who was they hearing from? Ed, Neely. Why the first ward council person wasn't speaking?
Hmm.
And it's in his ward. Got up there, said he talked to Miss Beverly. She said she never talked to Leon. But don't nobody call him out. And I don't care about all that, which y'all have private talks. These private talks is why Flint is in the situation he's in. All that executive session. Nah, put it on the floor and let people see what's really being said. Because, man, you can have a conversation that's not live and I might can, oh, you might, well, Mickey, you did this and that. Let it go. But when you putting in, when you showing a person that you is trying to correct them, people can really say, okay, this person's really fighting for me. Because at the end of the day, you can go back later on. You know, I had to do that just to put on the show to show the people that I'm really holding you accountable. So you know what I'm saying? But at least let the people see something. That's like I say, it's like this whole thing, this politics in Flint, they turn people into enemies.
Oh, the Pope died.
Yeah, I already gave him his condolences this morning because he was late. No, yeah, we can't. Cause you would think, how is Jed coming here gonna mess up somebody else's stuff?
It's not. Just
I'm
let
just
him
trying
do
to,
his
yeah,
job.
like
You know what
how
I'm
could
saying?
Jed
Like,
come here and it made listen, you had teams, let me just be honest, let's just show you how crazy this was. You had the Neely people going against that, but you also had the other people going against Jed coming here. That was two different sides that was talking about that.
have you spoke to Jed since he did the show with us?
I never, I only talk to him when I see him. I was on this
I haven't
live.
talked to him
I
either.
was on
Yeah,
this
on the
live.
live. Yeah, I'm just like I haven't like
No,
talked to
no,
him.
I don't, man. You know why I don't? And I'll be honest. Reason I don't, because I know if he'd tell me, me and him really had sat down and talked, I'd be like, man, I wouldn't fuck with none of them over there. You know what
But
I'm
he said,
saying?
and that was one of the things he said
That's
he
why.
been getting.
Yeah.
Don't work with this person. Don't talk to this person. Don't do that show. Don't do this show. It's like
That's why
grow the fuck up.
but that's why. But when you got these are the type of people who is leading this though. I get what Jed doing. He coming in here outsider. He trying to come in, see the law of the land. Let me see how these people is. Let me see how this is. But when you have a person, elected official, come out and tell you don't go over there, and then say what she said, like what you expect? Then he getting disinformation. What you expect? That elected official was more worried about a person coming over here than making sure the information that he got was true. Now tell me how crazy, if that's not crazy work. You more worried about who come over here. He's like you said, he should have been on everybody podcast. Should have been on everybody podcast.
If we trying to move the city forward together.
Should have been on everybody podcast, but that's not. Listen, I know a lot of them on AC Dumas. I'm not gonna lie.
They said it. I mean, they said it.
I know who it is. When this was the same thing over here. We're doing the first war. We want to see Rose and Carol make it. That was a lie. Cause just who was Rose? Who was Rose had a disagreement with that same clique over there.
They burnt her shit up, and ain't nobody seen nothing.
Nah, but
cameras everywhere. But ain't nobody seen it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, and Rose caught hell from both sides.
Did they ever investigate that?
Why would they?
It's just madness.
But sometimes, Miss Lorraine, you can't say get AC and them up in there, but shit, it might be just say Miss Biggs and LaShawn. You know what I'm saying? Because I do believe that AC and Miss Big, he got to try to, they going to be fighting for the same. Neely got his voting block that he going to get LaShawn. As if the people going to get out there and do it, then he got to allegedly they got to do some fuddy-duddy work over there in the clerk's office to push her through. But I'm saying, but ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Everybody want to call out, say Miss Biggs. This what, like you said, what qualified LaShawn for running the city council?
I have no idea.
Because right now she being dishonest, and she from the hood. She being dishonest when she say she not a Neely girl, but she with Neely. That right there would just disqualify. I mean, to disqualify you for even just being voted for. I'm talking about through the people. If you'll get up here and say that, then look at the mess she tried to cause when Miss Beverly Biggs came to the ambassador meeting. Didn't want her there, right?
Right.
Didn't want her there, and that's a made up.
The city council gave them ambassadors legs and walked. It ain't no way in hell I would acknowledge no ambassador. Like, Sheldon, what are you doing? You didn't want it done to you when former Mayor Don Williamson he had ward captains. Sheldon said, well, let me make it a little fancier. Let me call them ambassadors. Sheldon had a fit when Williamson tried to do that. If you think I'm lying, go back and Google it. It's out there. People, go back and do your research. I tell y'all all the time, go back and search and reboot. I don't take shit down. Go back and look at old posts. Just type in somebody's name. You'll see who was for who was running for who. Y'all do it on my page. Go look and reboot and search back through the damn pictures and see who was together. Then some of the stuff will start coming together.
Right. I feel you, Renee. No, because it show you the BS that's going on. Ain't nobody listen. When you really trying to get some change move, and I'm going to just say this, the vote for Leon was the vote to let the mayor keep doing what he wanted to do. Let Liddell keep doing what she wanted to do. Same thing with Candace. When they put Candace on there, Candace and Leon wasn't no vote for change. Whether a person like Carol or not, or Rose. To me, and y'all know I don't like them. I mean, I like Rose. I don't like that crew over there. But I do believe the mayor wouldn't have been able to run Hasselbrink the way he did, split that up like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just all honesty. Why you think they don't want Miss Biggs in that seat? Why you think, you know what I'm saying? And I don't agree with everything. You know, I mean, but I'm just telling you, this whole thing is so terrible. I just thought, being honestly, I thought the brother would have came on there for change, would have did something different. I thought, you know, I knew Candace wouldn't, because from the background that y'all had did a good background check and said how she was going to cut up, and everything I was told she did. I'm over here reading with Tia having a conversation. Say that people know the truth, but they don't want their feelings and they don't want to be honest about the Hasselbrink thing. The Hasselbrink situation, man, was
complete clusterfuck.
Right, from Leon to the mayor to even the people that was over there helping. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Helping.
Yeah.
What did they help do?
Fuck it up even more.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. But Leon in the first ward, Tia could have did more, to be honest. I mean, him being on the outside, was he in on the BS that was going? I mean, because that's what it seemed like. But you know what? Never mind. I ain't going to even go there, because the fact is what it is. People don't want to know the truth. So this is why we're going to continue to have this problem. Until the truth can get put out, only truth, we say all of them need to be replaced. But I like Dennis Pfeiffer. I like how he work up there, regardless how you say it. I like how he work up there. I like what JWC do. I like what Jonathan Jerry, because he just got there.
This is the post that y'all favorite council person Liddell Lewis posted.
Oh my goodness!
And I told you, I'm like, let me see if I could send this to you, because I want you to see she couldn't use no other picture. So while he's putting that up, I'm gonna read it for you.
My jaw hurting.
So it says, Councilwoman Tanya Burns, recent awardee of the Stalemate Strategist Award from the Lento Law Firm, has the time to host her monetized podcast for hours and line dance in council chambers with this. What?
You said, what she said about her podcast?
Councilwoman Tanya Burns, recent awardee of the Stalemate Strategist Award from the Lento Law Firm, has the time to host her monetized podcast for hours and
Wowzers.
line dance in council chambers with disruptors from Chicago, but chose to break quorum when it's time to have public hearing on a multi-million-dollar investment on the north side. That's Ashley Capital, because you remember that man was down there last week. Mark from Ashley Capital was down there. This tells companies that Flint is not open for business. This is not what we were elected to do. The city is suffering from this. There go this damn word again. How you say this
Can't
word?
derail it. I
I
can't
ain't
even
even
say
gonna
it, and
say
I
it.
had it first. It's the D.
This the D of duty.
Deleration.
Oh shit! Don't I?
You got me
I listen.
messing
I
it
can
up.
say it before, but I can't say it now.
I had it.
Woodrow gonna put it down. He gonna break it down into syllables in a moment. Him or RJ Cat. Where's Diablo Diamento? We ain't seen him in a minute.
Derelation, their
Daryl election.
election.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That RJ.
Daryl
Thank you
action.
for the
Daryl
breakdown.
election.
Yeah.
Their
But
election.
notice, you know what I'm saying? Look what she did. Look at the people that she picked out to put in this post, because they all have people that listen to them and think that each one of them think that they are telling the truth.
Facts. But you know what?
Little bit of it is. I'm just saying.
Only truth was in there is about the podcast for hours. That's the only truth that was in there.
She did get that award from Lento. We was
Yeah,
there.
but that two truths in there. But the rest of that was lies. Tanya didn't have them people come up here.
No,
Just to
she
be
didn't.
honest,
Nah, that's
she
the
didn't
truth.
have them because, and then the people go look. Jed came and grabbed her and said, "No, come on,
Dereliction.
Councilwoman, dereliction." She had told he pulled her down and said, "Let's line dance." But when we had a standstill, when that went down, the council people, Judy ran away. You know, I got it on camera. Judy ran. Candace like she was running a 40. Judy didn't run. Judy, she wobbled past us. And then Candace ran like she was in the 40-yard dash because the NFL draft is coming up next week. But Candace ran and dipped. And all Jed did, and then when they came back, guess what Jed people, guess what they did? Got in their seats. Guess what Jed did too while I was at home? Had let the people talk from Flint and talked about their issues. Have you seen anybody else do that? Have you seen any other activists come down there with 30 or 40 people?
Nah, dog.
Have you seen? I'm just saying. Have you seen them come down there? Flint got a bunch of activists. You got Black Lives Matter.
Actors.
I'm just saying you got Black Lives Matter. You got NAACP. You got NAN.
Who?
NAN, National Action Network. Remember they opened an office here.
But
Eric
see, they
Mays was
asses
the
a
president.
line up to go see Jesse Jackson, and he don't know where he at. They'll line up to go see Al Sharpton. Hell, I remember people bought Ben Crump to Flint, but we want to talk about Jedidiah, and we know Ben Crump coming for
And
some
how
money
many
back.
people? And how many people was running up under Ben Crump when he came here?
A whole damn lot of them.
That's what I'm trying.
Literally running up under him.
From the last administration. I don't know about this current one. Now, I'm gonna be honest, but you had how many people was running up under Hill Harper?
Hey, we interviewed him.
I didn't say Hill Harper was bad, but I was like people was dealing with him. Shit, we caught hell to just do the Hill Harper interview. Did you forget that?
No, I ain't forget. That's why we here.
And that's what people don't want to say. They was told then you can't do this. People here got a problem with they think they can control you, tell you who you can talk to and who you can't talk to. Until we get that up out of here, I'm guessing a lot of people was a lot of puppets around here.
They always trying to bring in a puppet. And, let's see. Listen, let me tell y'all, for whoever watching, if y'all think for 1 second John gonna tell me what to do, because I already see the little games that y'all playing out there, John can't control this mouth, okay? It ain't gonna happen. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to say or do. I speak for Winters Hall. Don't nobody tell me what to do.
And that's why I say the views of Winters are not those of 18.
And I will take it.
Yeah, because John, but how can they say somebody run somebody? On that case, don't you think we'd have been kumbaya with Tanya? Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's another distraction. Somebody gonna say, "Oh, they doing this and that." People do what they want to do. Now you do what you want to do. I don't agree with everything you do, but that's just life.
Hey, what Jake say? If you believe the lies, ain't no need to know the truth. And people like to believe the lies. They like to believe the lies. Again, how many damn times do I have to say it? If you turn on YouTube and they don't mention that May 6th election or talk about it or dedicate half of the podcast to it, pushing Miss Beverly Biggs through, whoever else make it, we don't give a damn about that. Push Miss Beverly Biggs, the one for change. Y'all call her all the damn time, nail in my line. Everybody call her, but they all ain't working with her. They call her to see what she doing, what her next move is. Like y'all, like she damn crazy. Like she don't know who for her
Queen
and who
Anika,
ain't for
good
her.
morning. They know who
Come
for
on,
her,
man.
but who the only ones were saying it? There wasn't that many people were saying what was really going on. You start seeing people doing damage control when we said they was for AC Dooman. When have you seen these people that was for Miss Biggs not show up to Miss Biggs' thing? But then they wanted her to show up and, she was under the weather, but then you want a person to come on your podcast and do all this and that. All you gotta do is just go watch it. Good morning, Just Ori. All you gotta do is just go watch it.
Wow. See, Book of Revelation, whoever that is, said I was told not to call Miss Biggs Levy. See?
But see, when this stuff come
Hi,
out,
J Cat. Let me go to the bathroom and then we go take some calls.
go ahead. She got the weak bladder.
And do.
Weak bladder. That's all that liquor coming out of her while she was laughing at me. I'll tell you, them edibles told me up. But I'm just saying, when you looking at like Jed, you know what I'm saying? I hope the brother do come in and he get to do what he do, you know what I'm saying, without no problems. I'm not mad at him. It ain't no Jed, he all right with me. You know what I'm saying? She'll tell you he all right with her. I just ain't want to speak for her. I'm just telling you, it's a lot of BS going around here. It's crazy. Manel, I understood what you were saying. I see the games. I saw the games. I see it, but I'm not coming on here acting like everything gonna be cool. I see the game that they playing. I don't like nothing from over there. I know I have been fair and doing everything I could to push this, but even I'm tired now. When you can see people like they want to tell you who can come on, who can't come on your show, but they ain't gonna never tell y'all none of that. They never gonna tell you that. They never gonna tell you that. They never gonna say. That's what I'm saying. People, but these are the people that, and I hate to say it, that these are the people that are supposed to be leading the city. These are the people that's gonna get the people motivated. Like it's crazy. Keisha, Denise, they are being misguided in what's the names, to be honest with you. They are being misguided, missing their friends and throwing right. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why, like, I know they watching it right now. I can care less. Y'all know I don't deal with y'all. And I'm straight up gonna be real. When y'all showed me who y'all was, I done seen them people try to sabotage each other because if they don't do with this person. What I will say with this, she never once told me like, but nah, you know what I'm saying, that they be hearing. Like I said, the councilwoman wasn't the only one that was telling, that was said. I ain't gonna put the other ones out there. That, was saying Jed don't come on here, but that just tell you how they is. I'm telling you, I can't stand none of them. They sitting up there playing them little games, and people be acting like we just don't see it, man. But I know she probably didn't think that was gonna get out. Like, fires don't come over here. You don't really support Miss Biggs and what's going on. People showed up who they support. Them people showed up who they support. Don't come over here and say, oh, it was 8-10, that's why they couldn't do this and that. Listen, people, they show up who they support. Don't you know? I don't like half the people when I be going to council. I still show up to record council. I just don't speak to the people there. Serious, I'm not nasty. I don't speak to them there. Some don't speak to me. We can keep it moving.
We weren't supposed to talk about that today.
What? I don't speak to people if they show up. No, I was just saying on this.
Personal feelings.
No, I'm just saying. The point I was making is that I still show up and do the what's the name. I still show up to council to record. I was saying if the people didn't like us because they felt 810 was throwing a forum and then they didn't want to show up, whether you liked us or not, you still come in and support. I still go to council. There's probably 3 up there that I like. Probably. But I still go up there to do what I got to do. I'm not there for them. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Unapologetic. If you support someone, you support them, no matter who they affiliate with. That was an excuse. So, listen. Get up off of y'all asses today, and if you here in Flint, go down to city council. Not the city council. Well, yeah,
But
we need you to go down there to city council today, but you need to go down to city hall. Support Jed. I mean, I feel him. Why do he need? I live here and don't want to do this shit every day. If I can honestly 150% tell you right now, on April 21st, if Miss Biggs don't make it through the primary, I don't know how much longer I can do this. We sit up here day after day after day after day after day and tell y'all what is going wrong. Tell y'all what is about to happen. I told y'all the $94 million ARPA funds, he was the mayor, let's put names on it, he was using that for his war chest for the 2022 election. He did that. He allocated all that money to people that he wanted to support him. Then he got in there and they supported him. Now he reallocating all that money to a different set of people to get their support. Look at the games that's being played. This man is campaigning already. And he need that 5th vote. He wants that 5th vote to keep moving Flint forward, which is leaving the rest of our asses behind.
And left.
If y'all don't get up, go down there today and support Jed. Because if it was anybody else down there, y'all be down there. Mm-hmm. If it was Jesse Jackson, Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, Beyonce,
Brooke, the
governor, y'all didn't have no problem with her ass down there line dancing.
Loved it.
Put on some buffs and she was right out there line dancing.
Loved it.
Big Gretch. Oh, she had a whole damn rap song with her no dancing ass. Ain't nobody say nothing about that. Y'all need to get up off y'all ass if y'all really want change and go down there today. Because I'm telling you, this shit is getting old. You get tired of getting your name dragged through the mud for what? Entertainment purposes? I can do some more shit for entertainment, okay? There's a special council meeting today. What time the meeting start?
4:30.
4:30 today. You sure it's 4:30? 4:30?
The other meeting is at 5 o'clock, the budget hearing.
Here we go with that again. So now they got a budget hearing and a meeting today. There's one in the dome and one. They got a budget hearing.
If I'm not mistaken,
a special council meeting, and then the meeting over there to talk about violence at the Mays Senior Center put on by Cathedral of Faith. It's too much. It's too much.
They was dancing for Kamala Harris when she was here. They didn't say a damn thing about Kamala. Can you fix the Flint water?
What did Woodrow say? If you're not doing a strong outreach to get the community to listen to your podcast, it won't work. A10 has more residents on our podcast than we do people from the outside. We do.
I love my out-of-towners because I might have to move.
I don't have any problems with the out-of-towners. But as it comes down to residents, we have residents that watch us. We have residents out there in the streets that advocate for A10s, and we show how the young people's ears. So it is what it is.
They just got to get
the record
out and
speaks
vote.
for them.
But they got to get out and vote, though. You got to get out and put Miss Biggs in. You got to vote. And remember, this is just the first part. 2026 coming next year. Vote that mayor out. Vote his wife out.
And it ain't about who you like. I don't give a damn if you don't like 810. 810 is not running for no council seat. Don't think about 810 when you casting the vote for Miss Beverly, because 810 won't be calling her at all, telling her how to vote on nothing.
I only call
I'll
her for my
give you
birthday.
that.
Yeah, I only call her for cakes. That's the only thing I ever called her for is a cake.
Y'all need to get up. Do for self. You can't blame Jed for saying he want to leave. Who want to stay here and get battered and butchered like we do every single damn day?
But would you want to stay here and you get misinformation and people can
No,
can
I
mess up your
wouldn't.
reputation?
No, and they trying to move you past the goal line. Like, the goal is to May 6th election. I don't know how many times I got to keep saying it. May 6th election.
6
Please, people.
5 6
May
25.
6th election.
5 6 25.
And Claudette, we know it's who they like, but people need to. I can only beg y'all for so long.
And it's the old
I'm
war.
not gonna keep doing this shit. I'm telling you, I'm not.
I already got some other things set up. I posted, and thank you, Deborah Luna. Deborah Luna gave me a show. I just got to figure the time out because I'm done. I don't want to do this. You'll really be into it with these Negroes, and you know what I'm saying.
Well, the phone lines are open for 10 minutes. 810-610-7851.
You right, good brother Marcus Fielder. They put her in. That's why the Democratic Party. Y'all go check out Tim Black. The Democratic Party are some idiots.
Exactly, Miss Tia. Exactly.
But it still goes back in who you vote for. All that, yeah. To me, some out of towners make more sense about who they voting for. We got people to vote in keeping this going. Keeping this madness going. And I'm going to say it did. I'm going to leave it alone.
RJ Cash, shut up. 313 News Media Group in the future, maybe? I don't know.
Nah, it'll be Winters down at 313.
That may not be a bad thing.
Yeah, it might be a good thing because I'm finna start this Kush Room thing. I'm done with this, to be honest with you.
I'm not done yet. I want the residents to speak on May 6th.
I already see the BS games is being played.
But you can't.
Y'all
keep
stay tuned for that
falling into
Kush
the
Room,
trap.
though.
Let's try to stay focused. Somebody got to stay focused and keep pushing the agenda at hand. The May 6th election. Miss Beverly Biggs Levy. How many times y'all done heard me say that this morning? And then go back and count and see who else talks about the election. May 6th, Miss Beverly Biggs Levy. That's the only name I'm going to say. I do not care who else makes it through the primary. Miss Beverly Biggs Levy.
Y'all tune in to the Kush Room coming soon. I mean, I'm done. If she in, I'll cover it. If she not, I don't give a fuck about city council no more. Y'all can have the politics.
Because it ain't gonna be no sense of going into 2026.
Nah, I'm out. I'm telling you, she in. If she make it to it, I'll keep following. But if she not, I'm finna focus on the Kush Room. I don't even care about it no more.
Jed is supposed to be there all day. Y'all ain't got Easter Monday off, IB. Y'all working today?
Nah, I'm serious, Claudette.
Anybody want to call in? 810-610-7851. You got 6 minutes. We got over 260 people watching. Let's get those likes up.
Yeah,
I ain't seen no super chats this morning. Y'all coming. Y'all forgetting about them super chats.
I'm out. I'm telling you, I'm out.
Lock the doors. Lock them in this YouTube room. If we can get $1 from each one of y'all, that'll be $259.
So no, you can have it. If Miss Biggs don't get in, you can have this. You can have fires. You know that. I'm out. I'm telling you, I'm done.
He said the 18 After Dark collaboration.
Yeah, you can have it. I'm already working on some. The Kush Room is on the way.
Yeah, there are other ways to watch council, and we still may talk about it, but we won't be spending no damn 2 hours to talk about it.
Listen,
I don't know what
somebody else can have it. I'm finna sit up here. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because this is my little 6-minute rant. I don't like none of the people I met since I've been doing this. They ain't nothing but some liars. They sit up, keep confusion going on. They see people getting did wrong, and there's like I say, fuck all of them. To be honest with you, that's where I'm at with it. I ain't never seen so many people don't want to see people really get nothing going on. I'm just telling you, I never seen it. No, Trevor, you good people, man. I'm saying you, but all the other ones I met, man, I ain't met none but some liars, people who want to benefit from this. This business here, not this business. People you gonna meet ain't nothing but opportunists. You will see these people chilling over here with this people, then to be over here smiling in these people's face. And I do agree with you, Nell. Only people that's going along with these because they benefiting from it. I never seen so many people. You see the mayor water bad, and these people still going for it. How long do it take to get this infrastructure fixed, Winters? Can you tell me that? I
I
done
don't
seen
know
them
because it ain't
motherfuckers
fixed yet.
going third world countries and get shit put together quicker than this. 11 years? 11 years. And you mean to tell me you put on two people on that council that don't give a damn about the water? From Candace to Leon. They ain't voted nothing about that water, none of that. They ready to get this $2 million up that they probably do because y'all water going up. Just look at all the deals that was made. They arguing about what the past council did. But we talking about this. To be honest with you, have you seen an effective council? Because they saying this one is the worst council of all. They saying this one is the worst council of all.
We have a caller.
Bring them on. I can go.
Good morning, caller. Close us out
God,
today.
God damn, Mick, you gonna leave like that? Hey,
Yeah,
this
I'm
Snow.
out. I got
What
shit
up,
to
y'all?
do.
Oh, oh, fake snake gate.
Hold on, Snow. Hold on.
Uh,
Okay, there you go.
can y'all hear me?
Yep.
All right. Shit, damn, I'm lost words. Sorry about that, y'all. I ate some gummies. But look, right. So, look, snake fake gate. Like I said, man. Y'all, everybody need to get behind Miss Beverly Biggs Levy, man. Flat out. And like y'all said, if they ain't talking about the water or the vote for the third ward, they ain't talking about shit.
Right.
I hope everybody get behind what Black doing, and because like I've been saying, I'm keep on saying, people, 11 years of water crisis, man. Motherfuckers, excuse my hands, been standing around with their hands in their pocket, man. Why we, you know what I'm saying? Why we can't get no help from nobody else? I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's diabolical, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said last night on my platform, everybody ain't gotta get in the same car, but let's just make it to the same destination.
That's it.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta get in the same car,
Right.
but let's just go to the same destination. That's all. I mean, that's simple and cut and plain, man. We need help, man. We 11 years of wild crisis, man. Our grannies dying, our dads dying, our mamas dying, our cousins, our uncles. Come on, man. This is serious, man. Everybody ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't go, but it is what it is, man. Y'all just keep doing what y'all doing, man. Like I'm gonna say it for the people in the back, they can't hear me. They doing that friendly retire shit, man. And shit, just keep your grass cut, Miss Beverly Biggs Levy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep on pushing. Pushing forward, man. This is Snow, man. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.
All right.
Oh yeah. Good shit, good shit though. Went to the interview. Good shit.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you
Mick,
so
man.
much.
I ain't got no money, Mick, man. Give me a credit invoice, man.
Winter's gonna help
Man.
you. Winter's
I'm
gonna
out
help.
of
She
here,
got the money, man. Winter's gonna help.
Thank you, Snow.
Winter's gonna help. She got the money.
Bye.
All right.
That was a good interview. I had got nervous. Like I thought he was just gonna ask anything, but I could tell he was really prepared. He had some great questions, and thank you for the opportunity of letting me get my thoughts out. So I appreciate that.
See, this is my guy right here. I don't care. You can have all them other ones. I'm not. We don't have clean, safe water because we haven't seen the money. These corrupt fucks steal it all. Dennis, you my guy, man. Mother's Day,
That's
you
not
know.
Dennis. That's Don.
Don, my bad. Don, you my guy. You my guy. Damn. Don, you the right one. Like right now I'm on one today. I'm still feeling from the what's that.
We got
But
a
I'm
call
out
from
though.
Chicago.
Go ahead, take it. I'm done with them.
Welcome to the bump. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Hey, my
Hey, my
sister Renee.
sister Wentis. Hey, my brother Mickey.
How
Don't
you
you go
doing?
nowhere, Mickey. Don't you go nowhere. I got to say this, and I'm gonna let you go.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know, y'all, how I'm feeling because y'all know I love Flint and I crack a Flint, but I'm beginning to wonder now. Why am I crying? It's a man came there to help,
Right.
and
That's
they
why.
made a big old thing out of something that I get like if he was even if it was he was saying playing the song or whatever, it's just a meaning for us to get our boots and our shoes or whatever we need to get on this ground and start fighting for our city.
Mhm.
It wasn't, I don't think, a distraction, but Flint got to realize I'm getting to bleed too. They don't want nobody to help.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's just a shame. I cry, I'm gonna still cry, but I hope they will let somebody come in and help. Because I'm telling y'all, I cry for y'all because we don't have help here in Chicago. Our Chicago is big, y'all, and they killing every day. They doing something we don't have the help. If y'all can get a little help, accept it. Come on now, come
Right.
on. I hate all this mess that's going on, but I love y'all. I'm from Chicago. I'm gonna support either way it go. And happy belated Easter. And I ain't got nothing else to say. I love y'all.
Love you
Love
too.
you too.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
I see why she cried though. She ain't got no help, and then help trying to come here to help, but they don't want the help. Anything else? Don say he the ugly one, and Dennis is the smart one. Got it, Don.
Don't forget, city council meeting today. Special city council meeting has been called. Don't forget to show up at City Hall today. Be one of the 100 people to go down there and ask and stand behind Jedidiah. Quit standing behind the bullshit and go stand behind something that's gonna try to help somebody that's trying to help us get somewhere. We ain't saying that the people here didn't help. We just saying we ain't really got nowhere. You do the math. 11 years in a water crisis that they told us about should be more like 13 or 14 that we know of.